Have you ever wondered what it would look like if self-doubt, anxiety, depression, impatience, frustration weren't running the show? And if that old pain wasn't sneaking up on you when you're trying to make decisions, trying to make moves? The other side of healing is that you can imagine waking up with a clear mind, a calm body, an open heart, completely free to create the life and business of your dreams. Let's explore what's on the other side of healing, okay? Hey, beautiful human, it's me, Rebecca Weiner McGregor, and welcome to another episode of Effective Immediately, the show where we talk mindset, healthy emotions, leadership, and abundance, and I give you a mindset shift that you can make effective immediately. So many times I share different examples of what it's like to deal with anxiety or unresolved trauma, and we're going to dive in a little bit deeper. I'm going to share some more examples of this today because you know it's happening when it's happening, right? And I want to show you what's on the other side of that, okay? Trauma shows up often as anxiety. And so let's imagine just for a moment, without judgment and without going too deeply into it, you have a pivotal moment in your life. And when you look back, you think, okay, yeah, I've had many pivotal moments in my life. Times when things shifted, times when things moved in a slightly different direction that didn't feel right on, spot on, or great for you. They may have happened when you were a child. They may have happened when you were an adolescent. They may have happened in your adult years. They may have happened in 2020. They may have just happened recently. A moment in time where things were out of your control and it caused pain. This is why I say all the time that everyone has trauma. Everyone has moments in time when things were out of their control and pain was caused. And sometimes that pain will lead to doubt, blame, guilt, shame. It will lead to moments of anxiety when there's nothing to be anxious about, panic when there's nothing to panic about in the present moment. It's this thing that happened that sends a message to our body that nothing is safe. Now, this also may mean that no one is safe. This may bring up a feeling in you that relationships aren't safe. It's not safe to trust anyone. It's not safe to have good, deep friendships because people let you down. It's not safe to trust anybody because maybe your parents let you down, hurt you, or didn't listen to you, didn't believe you, whatever the case may be. When we can't trust the people who are close to us as children, we have a way of not being able to trust people as an adult. Anybody, right? If the people who are closest to us as children, their friends, family members, that kind of thing, then who are we to trust? And if those things are not resolved, and trust me, they can be resolved, there is a subtle heaviness that goes with it. And you may feel heaviness in your body. You may feel churning in your guts. You may have tightness on your shoulders and in your neck. You may have a heaviness on your head that just doesn't ever seem to go away. And these things impact our decisions, which impacts our results. So imagine you are having a really successful day. Things are going, you've used this energy to build something really special for yourself. And you're reached this point in your life now where you feel like you are a successful person. You've built something special for yourself, something meaningful for yourself, but something still feels off. I work primarily with Gen X professionals and business owners to help them heal those moments in the past that are still inside, still churning, still causing heaviness, still causing impact to our decisions. Now, imagine that having dealt with all of that stuff, you wake up feeling clear. That weight on your head or that weight on your chest just isn't there anymore. That is what's possible on the other side. And I keep talking about this over and over because we have been told that we have to deal with the pain. We have to learn to relax. We have to learn to not stress out so much. We have to manage the feeling. We have to manage the anxiety. We have to manage the anger. We have to manage our feelings so much that no one told us that we can actually go to the root of the pain, heal the root, and the rest of it will heal as well. The physical feeling will go away, leaving space in your thoughts for creativity, to receive inspiration, to connect to your highest self, to connect to your creative side so that you can look at what you really want to create for your next stages, next chapters in your life. What happens is when all of that stuff builds up, it's like we keep putting it, tucking away in that cupboard where all the stuff that we're not sure where it should go goes. And soon the cupboard is full, right? We keep dealing with things in our lives by putting them in that cabinet. We tuck it away and pretty soon the cabinet door won't close. That's what it's like to be in our 40s, 50s, 60s and still have these things. There's just not enough room, and this creates a lack of bandwidth. Emotional bandwidth and mental bandwidth, so that we don't know what to do with all of our feelings because they've been piling up. We don't know what to do with all of this mental energy. We don't know what to do with all of these racing thoughts, and we're told to just deal with it. I'm here to tell you that dealing with it has what's got us here. Putting the stuff away, not actually healing it, not actually expressing the feelings that needed to be felt, not actually honoring the feelings that needed to be felt, and honoring the version of ourselves that felt them is what got us here. What got us to this place of frustration, anxiety, anger, the things that won't move and that are taking all of our mental, physical, and emotional energy. Every week, I have clients coming to me, new people saying, Rebecca, there's just no space left in my head. There's just so many things going on in my life because I'm a successful person, because I have a family, because I have a business, because I have a big career and I'm a part of my community. There is no space in me for anything else. I don't even know how I got here. I've just been doing the things that I was told to do that would make me a successful person. And now I'm not sure what I want next because I'm so disconnected from my actual desires. And there's no space in me to actually calm my mind enough to allow myself to actually decide what I truly want next. That's pretty huge, isn't it? If you have ever felt that, remember, this is not an opportunity to judge yourself. This is an opportunity to put your hand on your heart and love yourself, to honor the journey that you've had, to honor the pain you've carried, to honor if you have been one of those people who's been told to deal with it, manage it, just learn to relax. If you've been one of those people who has put stuff in the cabinet and now the cabinet is overflowing, you can't get the doors closed and you can't calm your mind, this isn't something that's wrong with you. This has been wrong with the way we've dealt with our emotions or not dealt with them for centuries. Let's face it, as Gen X and us in our 40s, 50s, 60s, our parents and their parents were often dealing with being in survival mode, right? Our feelings weren't really taken into account. So we didn't learn how to process them. Some lucky ones learned how to process their emotions. But for many of us, we've grown up in households where we did what we were told. We got our successes, we got our achievements, and the stuff is still hanging around. The cabinet's still full. Success didn't empty the cabinet like we thought it would. And that's okay, because now we have an opportunity to shift. Now we have an opportunity to use the tools that we have to heal the past and to allow ourselves to really decide what it is that we want going forward and to open up our creativity to making that happen for ourselves. Okay, so I want you to give yourself a long, slow breath. Be really loving with yourself. You might notice, if this is you, that you may wake up with thoughts in your head. You may wake up with a heaviness on your heart or on your head, already thinking, already churning about something that's going to happen. You might have a subtle thing happen in your body when you decide you want to be more visible in your business. You want to take on more clients. You want to expand your business. You may have this thing that causes you to shrink back ever so slightly. No one would ever see it, but you feel it yourself. You may have issues with your stomach and with the churning and the digestion being off and not having a medical reason why that's happening. And your doctor telling you, hey, you got to learn not to stress out so much. You got to learn to calm down. You may have trouble going to sleep at night. You may have churning, ruminating thoughts that keep going and going and going through the night. And I want you to acknowledge that for yourself, not be in a place of judgment, because this is not about judgment. This is about acknowledging where these things come from. I hear over and over, I'm just not doing enough. I'm just not being the person I want to be because this stuff is weighing me down. And the truth is, it doesn't have to. This is nothing that you've done wrong. Your body and your mind processed or didn't process events however they did, because that's the best that you knew how to do at the time. And for most of us, for most people, when a moment that is pivotal, like I was talking about earlier, where something happens that changes the way that you think about yourself or the world or the people around you, there's often no time to solve those problems, to express those emotions, to process the thing, because we switch into trying to survive, trying to get through it. And trauma happens every day to someone, right? A great loss, someone who passes away unexpectedly, that can be stored in the body. The surprise and the startle of that loss can be stored in the body, and that can be healed. It can be a missed opportunity or feeling like a missed opportunity. It can be a loss of a job or a loss of a business or a financial mistake or a series of financial mistakes that can settle into the body. You can see in these situations, there's no time really to process the events, but we can step into survival mode pretty quickly in those moments. We can have a betrayal. We can have someone hurt us. We can have an accident, a shift. Something happens in our lives where we have to shift into survival mode for our own safety, but the trauma is still hanging around. Now, with the power of hypnosis, we can actually explore those experiences and access them through your subconscious mind. Rather than just talking about them over and over for years in therapy. Therapy is wonderful for some things, but not for healing trauma. It is when we process these things in hypnosis, we can actually neutralize in our body the physical responses, the emotional responses, and even the behavioral responses that were built in that time with those sets of beliefs about everything that, what it means in the world, what it means about me, that these things happened. We can actually go to the source and heal the source. No more just dealing with it. No more fighting. So guess what's on the other side of this, okay? These unresolved emotions are now resolved. Your mind will have clarity. Your body will have peace. You will have space between your thoughts. Imagine that for a moment. Space between your thoughts, and also a lack of judgment for the thoughts that you do have, so that you can actually hear your inspiration, feel your inspiration, be given your divine downloads, to be given your next steps, to be given your guidance, to have space to actually make decisions based on your desires, not what you think you can get, not what's the lowest hanging fruit right now, but what you actually want, not what will fit into your life, but what you actually desire. And then you will become the next version of yourself, working for that next level, that next desire. That's what we're here for. We're here for the growth. So I want to take you now, just for a moment, as your effective immediately moment of the week. I want you to be in this place just for a moment. If you can, lower your eyelids just a little bit, or just focus your attention on one thing. If you're driving, do not do this part. Just keep your eyes open and looking at everything. But I want you to think about a space clearing in your mind. I want you to feel the spaces clearing in your body, the heaviness moving off your body, off your chest, off your stomach, out of your legs, out of your bottom, off of your head, out of your neck and out of your throat. And I want you to feel the feeling of your desire, what you actually want. What do you want next? Do you want to take more vacations? Do you want to expand your business? Do you want to slow down instead of speeding up? Do you want to slow down to speed up? What are the things that you want to learn in your life? Where are the places that you want to go? And what do you need to support that lifestyle through your business, through your finances? And making those decisions from your desire, not from, well, I've got to do this first and I've got to do this first, but enjoying being in your desire, what it is that you truly want. Not just the lowest hanging fruit, not just what you know is already coming. What are the big things that you actually want when you clear that space out of your mind, when you clear that heaviness off your body? What do you really want? Because this is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. We're here to heal the past so we can be present right now, enjoy this moment, solve problems from this moment, not with the tidal wave of emotion from all the past, but operate from here and then looking forward to what our next desire is, because that is what helps us grow. And we are people of growth. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and we are here for the growth. So do not ever apologize for desiring more, for wanting more, to grow more, because that is what you are here for. Do not worry about feeling grateful enough. Do not worry about appreciating, feeling like you have to stop wanting, because that will mean that you don't appreciate what you have. You are here for growth. You are here for desire. You are here for what's next. And I want to help you get it. So if this connects for you and you want to talk about how we can clear this out, clear out the old tidal wave of emotion, the fullness of your head, and give you more bandwidth, more energy, more vitality, so that you can go after what you want next, that's what I'm here for. You can reach out to me wherever you see this video. You can send me a DM and we'll have a consultation and talk about where you are now, where you want to be, and I'll help you bridge the gap and get there faster than you ever thought possible. Weeks rather than years of therapy. In just a few sessions, you will notice a dramatic difference, and you'll be able to focus on what it is that you want and start moving toward it. All right, have a beautiful week. Enjoy this vision. Enjoy the vision. Enjoy your desires. Enjoy what is next for you. Enjoy what's on the other side. And reach out when you're ready so we can get it together. All right, be very good to yourself. Be loving. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.